The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you and welcome you guys to this little special edition of the nWoFL Weekly Show. I hope you guys enjoyed the little interview the other day with Mike. It was a good one, so I know it ran a little long, but it was a good one. As I promised, I had a little something going on, a special show just for Henri. I hope the rest of you guys love this. So right now, I want to welcome you guys, and I want to welcome our special guest, Henri. Henri, why don't you say hello?
What's up, people?
Henri, as I'm looking over there, it looks like you seem to be a little preoccupied right now. What are you looking at? What is it, the pizza man? What's going on over there? Well, if you don't want to share that information with us, that's fine. But let's start off by asking you this. Word on the street is you're a little scared of my team. And we just want to know, straight from the horse's mouth, really, like, how do you feel about my team? Are you actually scared of my team?
It's not information that we like to put out there, but, it is what it is.
Yeah, I pretty much knew that, and I think we all did. We're taking a look at the team you drafted here, and I gotta say, it's not really a great team. You got two receivers on the same team. What do you think about that? Like, do you think your team has a chance at all? I'm gonna say no. Do you feel that your team is gonna finish in last place?
That is what it is.
My sentiments exactly. It is what it is. What can you say when you got to play a team like me? The week one, you're going to start off 0-1. How do you feel about starting off 0-1? I mean, I know I'm going to get you, I'm going to get you off to a bad start here in the season. And even though you might be a fantasy guru, starting 0-1 is going to suck. How do you feel about starting 0-1?
I feel good.
You feel good? How can you feel good about that? That doesn't make any sense. Are you sure that's how you feel? I mean, you can tell us.
Whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, it definitely is what it is. I mean, if you feel good about starting 0-1, then why wouldn't I? Let's switch it up here. What do you think about me drafting guys like, Titus Young as early as I did? I think it was a great pick because he's pretty much a sleeper. But you tell me what you think about, me drafting somebody like a Titus Young, for instance.
I think it was a bold move.
Yeah, I like the pick too. I think he's going to be pretty solid. And I wouldn't be surprised if he just lays a smackdown in your candy ass in week one. And what are you going to say after this week when I just laid a smackdown in your candy ass? I mean, all over the place.
It is what it is. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It is what it is. I mean, it's going to be hard to contend with a lineup like mine. I mean, from top to bottom, I think we're pretty freaking solid. It's going to be tough to beat me, Henri, and I understand if you're scared, so it's okay. But why don't you tell me what you think about my entire lineup, especially the offensive part, because I think it's, unbelievable. If you had one word to describe my lineup, actually no, just one phrase really to describe my lineup, what would it be? Especially the offensive part.
Powerhouse offense.
You sure? That's a great way to describe my offense. Actually, I couldn't have said it better myself. Is there anything else you have to say about my team?
That's all I have to say about that. Paul, you made some good picks.
Yeah, I did make some good picks. It was a pretty tough draft for me. I'd say I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. Why don't you just scroll over to your computer right now, take a look at my team, take a look at my draft, really, from round to round, and tell me what you think about it. I mean, it's okay if you can't speak, because I know that once you see my lineup, you're going to be like, oh my God, you're going to be in awe, and you might not be able to, muster the words to describe my team, but even if you can muster a sound here, we'll take it, all right? Just take a look at my draft. Tell me what you think.
Wow. That's all I got to say about that.
My sentiments exactly. Look, I take a look at your draft. I got to say it's pretty poopy. Yeah, definitely poopy. I just can't understand why you would draft two receivers that are playing for the same team. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. I think it's a rookie mistake, to be honest with you. Even though you're a veteran, you claim to have written the book on fantasy football for dummies. I think it's a dumb move. How do you feel about that? That's the best you could come up with on why you're team is so poopy and why you would draft two receivers on the same team. I mean, that's the best you come up with is I mean, you're not even going to explain yourself.
That is what it is.
That's fine. I mean, if it is what it is, then it is what it is, I guess. You know, I was talking to Tony the other week, and off camera, he said that he thinks that you definitely didn't deserve the best draft. In fact, you probably deserve to have the worst draft award. You are a veteran, like I had mentioned before, but I just can't understand how, you can make, so many mistakes in the draft. But forget about the draft. You've really underperformed in this league after talking all this smack from day one about how good you were in the big money league and, your other leagues and how amazing you are. But, I think you're a pretender, and so does Tone. So, do you think you're a pretender?
Say what you want.
So you think that we're right about that? You definitely are a pretender then, right?
What can you say? It is what it is.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Well, let me just take this time out, Henri, to just say, after I whoop you this week, beat you like I did last year, I don't know if you remember, but I dropped a $180 on you. I hope we can still be friends, because I don't want this to ruin our friendship at all. Some people, they tend to take fantasy football a little too far, and, relationships, they get shattered. But I hope that we can just stay friends here, because it's all about friendship at the end of the day.
It's all love. It's all love, and if we didn't have this, then this shit would be boring.
I wouldn't go as far to say it'd be boring, but I mean, it would definitely be a little less interesting if I just beat you mercilessly, unmercilessly, I'm sorry, and you decided not to say anything about it. Nobody, talked at all, because I'd still have fun whooping you. But I don't know if you would have as much fun. I guess, talking about it makes it a little bit, more interesting. So I guess you're right in that aspect. But is there anything else that you want to tell the people here about how I used to smack you around and, and anything else? Because, I mean, I'm far superior to you in almost every way. Why don't you give the people here an example of something that I'm just so much better than you in that, it doesn't even compare.
This is what it is right here.
Man, WCW nWo Revenge. You are bringing it back right now, let me tell you. You're right, I am, far superior to you in that game. In fact, any video game, but let's stick with WCW nWo Revenge here. I remember dropping the big leg on you from Hulk Hogan, the big leg, brother. Dropping it on you, all the time. Sometimes I used to drop the Macho Man elbow. I don't think I ever lost to you. That's how confident I am in that game. So that's a pretty good example, if you ask me. What do you think? Do you remember how you used to feel when I used to beat you down? I mean, you used to cry, and then I used to tell you a joke, and you used to laugh. Why don't you give me one of those laughs right now? Because it always brings a smile to my face. There it is. There's that classic Henri laugh. I mean, it really hasn't lost its muster after all these years. All right, guys. I hope, let me speak for Henri here and say, have a great day. We had a lot of fun here with the special edition. Henri, I'll see you on the gridiron, I guess. I mean, like I said, no hard feelings. All right. It's all love, like you said, right? It's all love? Yeah? Okay. So... see you later, Henri. I guess I'll talk to you Tuesday after I'm done in a smackdown on your candy ass. All right? You guys have a good one. Henri, tell the folks goodbye.
All right. Jags, signing off.
The preceding announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.